Now, a warning about smart toys.
Yeah, all of those presents are unwrapped and probably out of the box. So which toys could be spying on you or worse?
That's terrifying.
Yes, it really is. And we're joined by Stan Prager. Stan, what do we have to be worried about after opening all the gifts?
So when my kids were little, you had to really kind of worry about, maybe the parts were too small and they might choke on them or something like that, or, a sharp end or something like that. We're way past that now, okay? Whole new world, okay? So the FBI issued a warning for parents to coincide with this holiday season about smart toys being hacked and being used to spy on you. At the same time, somebody else on the web who was a little bit paranoid said the FBI could use these toys to spy on you as well.
That's very true, yeah. Anyone who can hack it.
So there's the other side of it. But basically, a lot of toys today are internet-enabled Wi-Fi toys. And they have different layers of capabilities depending on what you get. But some of them are pretty sophisticated. So there's a doll that has, camera in her eyes, and they have microphones, and they have all kinds of capabilities. So there's a few things you should watch out for. So first of all, familiarize yourself with the toy. I mean, most parents tend to be, technologically averse sometimes. They get it. Oh, here it is. The
kid will figure it out.
Turn it on. Yep.
Exactly.
Hand
so
it
you
over.
should figure out what the toy does. Do a Google search. Look for reviews on it. Find out if the company has a privacy policy. What is the privacy policy? Get a little bit of information first, okay?
Yes.
The next thing is you're going to put this thing on your home Wi-Fi. Make sure you've got a secure Wi-Fi. I've talked about that in the show many times. You want something that's not easy to guess, because if it does get hacked, it could jump into your network and get all your personal info off your other devices.
Now it's just taking your whole life.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. Exactly. So that's important. If it's something that has camera eyeballs, and a lot of them do, right? You may want to, when the kid's not using the toy, turn the toy off, face it towards the wall, put tape over the camera or the mic. Yeah.
Get a mask, face mask.
I mean, you could do that. You could have a little hood you put over the doll. I don't know, but there's, that's one of the suggestions. I don't know how many people are actually going to go to that level.
Yep.
So I think that the secure Wi-Fi password is more important, and familiarizing yourself with the device, I think that's probably more important.
I would say. Now I'm picturing Furbies were the thing when I was a child. They turn on in your closet and they're just chatting away, and it was really creepy. And now they're watching you and they're listening to you chat.
Right. Well, it could
not necessarily Furbies, but
I know exactly what you mean. I remember the Furbies, and I remember how creepy that seemed, even though it was all robotic.
Yep.
But yeah, it could be somebody on the other end. And that's another point. The FBI particularly cautions about some of these toys have the capability of conversing with other children, conversing with other kids who have the same toy.
What do you mean?
So the toy could talk through you, could talk to somebody else on a network out there, like gaming, right? But talking to toys. So the warning is, of course, as usual, you don't know who the real kid is. It could be an adult predator who is communicating with your child, asking where they live, what school they go to. So that's one of the reasons why parents need to get really kind of involved. That's creepier, I think, in many other ways, right?
Oh, big time.
Because your toy is talking to some other toy.
Now, I know that you have the at-home cameras and stuff, so you can watch Frankie on your cell phone.
Yeah.
Is that something that gets hacked often?
It can be. It certainly is. But I guess that raises a deeper question, is as we enter into an Internet of Things age, is this sort of the new normal that we have to kind of expect? If you plug it into Wi-Fi or plug it into your internet, shouldn't you just kind of assume that people may actually be entering into
they could. And that's why it's so important to have a secure Wi-Fi password and to be aware of what your home network security is. I think 2 years ago I did a show here about the smart light bulbs that they were hacking, because they had a very unsophisticated security on it. So there was this thing called a bash bug virus where they could get in through your light bulb and then get into your whole network and get into everything else. So, I mean, if you have cameras on your kids, you don't want those to be hijacked either. So you really need to think about it. It's a great point that you made.
Really is. We're on cameras all the time, but
right here,
this always is terrifying. So thanks again, Stan.
Thanks for having me, and Happy New Year.
And Go Geeks, if you have any questions, give Stan a call. Thank you so much. And